Esta semana se cumplieron 12 años del estreno de SLUMDOG MILLIONAIRE y hablé con su diseñador de producción, con Digby, que me contó cuáles fueron los mayores desafíos, así como también qué fue lo que más le gustó de trabajar en esta película, y hablamos un poco de cuáles fueron las escenas más difíciles de rodar en esta película protagonizada por Dev Patel.
We now return to Mira Akian and Contré with our latest interview.
It was a fantastic and enriching experience, and it turned out a great success.
Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Right from the beginning when I read the script, it was very exciting. We knew Danny, we'd worked with Danny on several films. It was our first design foray with him. It was an amazing honour to be asked to do it with him, and it was very enjoyable to work with him. It was very challenging. We were a bunch of people that, it's always challenging working in a different country. There are cultural takes, there are budgetary takes, there are rules about how you do this and that, and it was a great film to do. There are so many special different presents in there about where you go, how you do this, and how people live. And I think also it was very enjoyable for us to learn as filmmakers a different part of the world, a different culture, and also, as it happened, to give that to the rest of the world, to see India in a different way than it had been portrayed, in a modern way.
Are you nervous?
Warts and all, the beautiful things about it and the difficult things about it as well. It was challenging, it was tricky filming in the train station, that final scene, because it's a live train station. It's one of the busiest train stations in the world. Getting permission, setting everything up, having to do it in this small window, and also being able to offer the assurance and convince people who work in the public space, railways, that nothing will get damaged, that we won't interfere with anything, that we can do this and move out, and that it's worth their while, was tricky. I think we did well with it, and it comes out really well. I think the blinding shack, where the young boy is blinded, was tricky for a different reason. That was as much about the logistics of filmmaking. We had hired this space, and it had that particular blinding shack, that crumble down building. But at the last moment, we were denied permission. And by the last moment, I mean, it was a 2-day shoot there. On the first day that we arrived to do that, we were told we couldn't, on the second day, use this other building.
What can our slumdog possibly know?
We went on the show because I thought she'd be watching. She's my destiny.
So we literally built that brick by brick overnight in the dark. It was very difficult to get lights down there and generators, and very few crew available. So myself and Michelle and a few other people built and dressed that overnight ready for the next day, and dressed it and added all the texture and culture to it.
Yeah.
So that for us that's filmmaking. That's one of those things that happen. In terms of legacy and detail and reality, we rebuilt some areas of the slum, particularly where the mum is killed in the water by a railway station, because that bit we couldn't do in the real place. It was too sensitive and raw. To reenact right there brought back too many memories in the real place. So as best we could, we recreated that particular area of the slum, about 5 or 10 miles outside of Mumbai, and 20 or 30 foot from a small railway station. We had spent months working amongst the slum areas, and gaining detail and understanding. But now we have to recreate this, and you have to get it right. And I think you also have to show empathy and understanding and truth. And of course, there is beauty in everything that we do as well. But it's important to get it right. It's a very sensitive moment for people. It's a very delicate moment. It's a very violent and energetic moment as well. But the subtext and the detail of how people live and what's in the background, what can be burnt and what they'll run into, took a lot of research. And so it was very, very tricky to do, and also very tricky to make a set safe for that sort of stunt drama.